Everyone, welcome to the Uncensored match build-up show, Liverpool versus Stoke. Chris, Liverpool just won a Merseyside derby.
Yeah.
We've had Christmas.
Yeah.
We're second in the league, and this game's not being played on Boxing Day. This is the most excited I've ever been to play Stoke City. How about you?
Yeah. No, I've not thought about it like that. It is exciting. Boxing Day footy for some is a tradition. For me, family is the tradition on Boxing Day, and you know, if I had the choice, I'd rather the game not be on Boxing Day.
I got so much stick. I think, was it last year we played? Did we play them again? We played them recently on Boxing Day, and we played on Boxing Day, and I got loads of stick for saying. In fact, it was Leicester, wasn't it? Last year we played, and saying, "Oh no, I don't go to the game on Boxing Day. Why? Don't go to the game, man. Don't go to the game." I was like, me and my family all get together and do Christmas and that. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. This has been moved, and
it's a weird time though.
Yeah, it's an early late.
Yeah, or a late early.
Or a late afternoon. I don't know. It's like 6 o'clock, isn't it? It's a fucking weird time. Football, whatever, whichever way you slice it. How you feeling about it? These are not in great form. We look like we've gotten over whatever you want to call it, the blip or whatever. And you said as well at post derby, the players look like they're buzzing, and I bet they're absolutely dying to get out and just smash Stoke everywhere.
Yeah, you'd think so. And the other important thing is the competition for places as well. I mean, I'm sure we'll come on to it, but there's like, you know, so there's Sturridge getting, there's Clavan keeper's place, you know, where's Coutinho at? Probably too early for him. I think more City game for him, but that's good, that's positive. You know, that competition for places means there's genuine thirst from the players to do the best when they're there. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for it. I mean, I know what you're saying about the family thing, but at the same time, I almost want the game now. Because I've seen us win the derby, I've seen us pass all these tests all through the season, and I hate Mark Hughes. So I'm just desperate to go out there, tonk Stoke, and give them a really you know, bad post-Christmas turkey hangover type thing.
Absolutely. This is the thing. Klopp made the joke post-derby, John, about how it's the first party they've had after a win, which is nice. You know, I don't want them going too far, but you know, it's a week, it's a proper Christmas, and you know, I know everyone's getting it across the board, pretty much, but this team, I think, will be better for it. We look like a team that they're being managed such that we're allowing them to actually enjoy their lives a bit, and they trust that if you're enjoying your lives, you'll go on and enjoy your football as well.
You've got to take your brace where you can get them, can't you? Especially if you play the way we play, where it's 100 mile an hour half the time. But you know, they went to Barca together, didn't they? And like, I think Klopp's big on this unity thing, you know, and having them out and doing stuff. Like the photos from the Christmas party they had last year were brilliant with Hendo and that with the blow up guitar. And you know, you just see them out and about. I think like a lot of them are going to spend time together anyway. You know, I know Firmino, Coutinho, and all that. You see them on social media; they're all like quite friendly with each other. So it'd just be nice to them have a break. And like you say, to go in having won the derby, they're going to be buzzing. You know, they're going to be happy with how the season's gone so far. And like you say, I think they'll be happy to have a few days off, but then be chomping at the bit, thinking, right, I want to get into Stoke and have a bit of them. Like.
Well, that's it. Footballers are trained to work over Christmas, aren't they? So this is probably going to be a weird. They're going to be sat there, they'll open the presents and be like, "What time's training? What's you know what I mean? I've not got to go on Christmas Day. Weird. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I hopefully they're as buzzing for it as we are. Chris, do you want some trivia question?
You ask me this every week, and I feel like I always answer no. So, because it's Christmas, I'm going to answer yes, Paul.
Absolutely, let's go for it. So we will be answering this later on the show, but just to prep you now. 15 players in the Premier League era to play for both. I should say 15 players who definitely played for Liverpool in the Premier League era. I've also played for Stoke City. I want you to name them. If you can do that in the comments below, by all means, if you want to write it down on a piece of paper, and then I don't know, I'll get your mum to mark it for you at the end. You can do that as well. But we're asking the lads a little bit later on in the show. Rafa, I think we just want to get back to enjoying footy. I think it's been a tough couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know, we've been in some poor form, and even the games that we've gotten the wins in, they've had little moments. The Everton game could have been a lot easier. It would be nice to get back to the whole confident, striding out on the football pitch and just being better than the opposition.
Yeah, it'd be nice to blow a team away again, wouldn't it? I mean, second half of Middlesbrough was close to that. Yeah. That was really, you know, that showed we can produce great football without Coutinho in the side. It felt like an epiphany, is that the word? So if we can do that again against Stoke, that would be brilliant, because I think that's almost like another hurdle that you've got over. Then it's like, you know, oh, they're no good without Coutinho. No, actually they are. You know what I mean? And that gets in opposition heads as well. Yeah. That gets in opposition managers' heads. And, you know, it was good. I know I'm going back a bit, but it was good Middlesbrough. Like, we had that thing again where the opposition manager is going, the good these, you know. It's hard to live with these, you know. Yeah. And when we were in real peak form, that's what it seemed every week our manager was saying the same. Even Conte said it when we played Chelsea and that sort of thing. So it'd be good to get to that. It does feel like we've dropped off performance-wise. Like we've grinded out results. Obviously, Bournemouth was poor. You shouldn't throw away that result. West Ham was a bit of one of them. Yeah. You know, so whereas you watch the derby and you think, I feel like we're going to win here. You see 8 minutes go up and you think, I feel like we're going to win here. Watching West Ham, you're going, just feels like the same pattern of play over and over again. It's going out to the lads on the wing who were essentially defenders, and you're saying to them, make something happen, boys. And it didn't feel like it was happening. It didn't feel like it was coming there. So yeah, hopefully we've emerged the other side of that now, and it'd be great to get back to that. Fly out the traps, get 2-0 up, everyone can breathe. Come out second half, get 2 more, give the V's to Mark Hughes, and we all go and have a nice Christmas bevy and go, aren't the Reds boss? Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'd like.
That's exactly what we... Yeah, in fact, I'll forgo one of my Christmas presents to have a little bit of that. Just the one. I like Christmas presents. But I made the point earlier about the sort of almost like the clamour for places in this team, Chris, and I think it's dead right. And what's a perfect world scenario we could be looking at? Daniel Sturridge is knocking on the door, Emre Can's knocking on the door, and Joe Matip coming back in. You know, and then you've got a big decision there to make about potentially Divock Origi, Gini Wijnaldum, and Ragnar Klavan. What a great problem to have.
It's a good problem. It's good timing for the problem as well, because you know you've got Manchester City. I think it's 5 days later, isn't it? And then 46 hours after that, you've got the game on Sunderland, haven't you? So I think we might see a little bit of a return to what was happening in the Europa League last season, where you were bringing in lads who were doing a job in the league and you were almost keeping the team. I wonder whether we're going to see a couple of little changes, and this actually affords Klopp to be able to do that now, because we've got those players back, and it's massively important, because this is a run of games that I don't think I've ever seen a team play 46 hours after another game of footy on a busy period of the year as well. So, you know, I don't think there's a better...
Apart from when you fuck your pre-season friendlies up on Football Manager.
Of course, that happens. Like, you know, Bobby Robson's a tit. Do you know what I mean? He shouldn't be cancelling friendlies with me in my CMO 102 game.
Well, that's the opposite problem, Chris. That's when you're cancelling friendlies. It's when you're accidentally, like I did, you book an intra-squad friendly when you've sent everyone else off on a fucking... Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, you know, you're right. It's a weird one. It'd be interesting to see how the squad is managed in these upcoming
I don't think
games.
there's a better... a more fit squad in the league now who will be able to deal with these games as well as we can. And that's not to say that we're going to go out there and get 9 points, but I think if you can get 6 from those games, I think that's a really good return. And I think Klopp thinks a little more long term than us as fans, and we've just got to ride with it. You know what I mean? Stop looking at every single game, and we do it, and you guys do it. You analyse every little minute of every little game, but when you're a fan, you've got to take a step back and look at the big picture. Yeah. And this big picture is all moving in the fucking right direction. And you've got to remember that. And it's difficult. And that's why the win against Everton was so good, is because it affords us a period of time where we can just bask in the Reds being amazing.
No, absolutely. And the thing is, John, is that we, with those big, with so much football coming up as well, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, it's timed well. If we'd had this run of games 2 weeks ago, I'd be really concerned about these games coming up now. Whereas I like the fact, someone put in the comments after the Everton game, like, Sturridge has got to start this game. I was like, well, kind of yeah, but also, who do you want to start against Man City? Because now we're in a position where we go, well, we could start Sturridge, yeah, and Sturridge could, you know, this could be the game that really kickstarts his season. He just needs to go more than anything, doesn't he? But equally, you could start Origi, and you could, you know, and then Sturridge could start against Man City. Having those extra 2 players on the bench just gives us a little bit of breathing space in terms of what we're able to do.
It does, and it lets you rotate and keep everything fresh. And I think, you know, we said the thing over the summer or a while back about, like, you know, keeping the plates spinning. How do you get those people up and get them running and get them going? And I think at the minute, actually, we're kind of at that stage. I know Sturridge isn't...
We've had to because of the injuries. We've now got we weirdly ended up with like 15 players who are bang raring to go in largely match fit because they've had to be.
And that's the thing I think like we should like it bears out over the season. Like Stoke aren't maybe in the best of form, but they're certainly not a terrible side. You know, they play good football and stuff under Mark Hughes, and you know, days gone by you'd feel bad. You'd be plugging holes in the squad, going, well, we've got City on the horizon, we need to keep him in cotton wool kind of thing. And now, like we were saying, like, you know, we were talking about Everton before about Clavan. I don't feel bad about him starting games anymore. You certainly don't look at him and think he's got a howler in him like Torre had when he used to come in.
Yeah.
But it's just a good thing. I mean, I know we had discussions about Sturridge a few months ago. We were saying like, how's he going to cope with not being in the team and stuff. I think a lot of them are getting onto the fact now that like, you know, I will get my chance in this team eventually, but I've got to be ready. Not like, you know, the thing, I've got to come in and be in the right headspace for it.
Yeah, not like, I'm in the team now, sound. Not the Jermaine Pennant effect, as it were. Like, I'm at Liverpool, everything else will probably be fine now that I'm here. The Sturridge is an interesting one. We did a little bit on the Final Word show about him, Robbo. Good to see him back. Again, exactly what you're saying. For this particularly, it's, I guess, a pivotal part of the season with so many games. Would you throw him in from the start?
I guess it's where he is on his fitness. I mean, you're sort of guessing at what his situation is there. If he's fully fit and he's firing, he'll be raring to go, obviously, and maybe, I'd consider putting him in against Stoke because I think Reid just had the signs against Everton that he's starting to struggle a little bit, and maybe take him out now and give him a little bit of a breather. But yeah, I mean, December into January is going to be really testing for us because we've obviously got League Cup semi-final, we've got the FA Cup as well, some big games, Man United I think we've got, Chelsea at the end of the month as well, at the end of January. So yeah, another test now of Klopp's management really about how he does it, because you can't just keep putting the same 11 out every week. And I think what's been quite clever is how he's blooded some of the kids gradually there. So all of a sudden now, like, even though he's probably one of the fittest players in the squad, if, say, for the Stoke game, Klopp goes, all right, I'm going to give Nathaniel Clyne a rest and I'm going to put Sentat right back. Yeah. No one goes, ah! You know what I mean? Whereas you remember, like, you know, Flanagan gets a game at Arsenal away and everyone went, ah! You know? Yeah. So now you go, well, this lad's come in, he's looked good, he's looked confident, he actually feels like he deserves a start. And Nathaniel Clyne feels like he deserves a rest. Yeah. So, you know, it makes sense. Yeah. And the same, like, even like a Jaria, even Woodburn somewhere, if you give him a few minutes, all of those, you wouldn't panic about it because you've seen them on the pitch, you know. Well, obviously Woodburn the least out of all of those. And it feels to me like he's managing that even, like he's talked about it's got to be the right moment to put him in. He doesn't want him against Grox, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you've got options there, which is the key thing. I mean, and you know, you talked about, well, would you want Sturridge for City? I think to Everton that's come out of the club at least. It seems that the prep and Coutinho for them, so that means Firmino can go back to the middle then. So you know, it's great to be having this conversation and that we've got all these options, because all of those players that I'm discussing, that we're all discussing, have got to play a part. This is a really busy time. It'll define our season. Yeah. If we can come out the other side, then, you know, it could be a really fantastic season.
Absolutely. So. And I guess, Chris, what it means is another pain in the arse for you on the starting 11 predictions.
Yeah. I think we might see a little bit of a surprise or something. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Jordan Henderson in this game, believe it or not, and maybe just drop Chan back in there and see how that works, because he did that really well last season. There's a guy who needs a break, who's covered a lot of blades of grass, and someone that we'll need massively against Manchester City. And then I kind of agree with Robbo. We're looking at maybe Firmino putting a little bit of pressure on Stones on the ball. Don't feel like Sturridge is a good fit for pressing those defenders who've made some high-profile mistakes over the last few weeks. So it's going to be a very difficult starting 11 prediction show, and another one that I'm not looking forward to doing.
As always. Right, should we do, because it's the festive edition of the Uncensored Matt Billups show, should we do a cracker?
Go ahead.
Yes! In your face.
Yes!
Shit! You're a fucking joke.
So, I got a pad, that's boss, that.
A little notepad. Oh,
that's sound, you know.
Yeah, hang on. Go on, lads, do yours while I'm fumbling around trying to open my present.
You want my page, Jack?
Did I not get a
No, it's alright, it's fine, I don't want a fucking prize.
Oh yeah, there's my hat. Well, mate, I'll do it. He put the hard thumb over the top. I seen it go last minute and I was like, I can't counter it, you bastard.
Oh yeah?
Brilliant.
That's shit, that, isn't it? That's almost as bad as Everton's tifo. Yeah, that's good.
I like when you do these on the Crimbo dinner with the family though, and like, you know, your dad puts one of them on or whatever, and he always looks dead unhappy about it, don't he? Puts it on.
And then he sweats through it in about fucking, as soon as he's finished his turkey, he's got the meat sweats going on and it's ripped in half, like.
Hang on, does that mean that's gonna be you at Christmas dinner this year?
That's fine, like, I don't mind that.
It's the host with the most. Go on, let's see what we got. Joke, what do crackers, nuts and fruitcake remind me of? Oh dear. Chris,
Yeah.
what do crackers, nuts and fruitcake remind me of?
I don't know, Paul.
You!
Nee.
Okay, now.
That was terrible.
That was terrible. Right, do you want to... Oh, hang on, we got some trivia as well. These are £5 co-op crackers, these. What did the government announce only 1 in 10 families would be able to have at Christmas in 1943?
Chocolate.
Cheese.
Roasty.
A turkey. You missed the obvious. In fact, Emerson Moser, Crayola's senior crayon maker, revealed at retirement that he was colourblind. There you go. In your face, other YouTube channels. Do you have this shit? No, you do not, unless you've got your... Have you got the mini bowling set?
I know, it's going to be sick, isn't it? I started with the dribbling course at first, and then I thought, nah.
Hang on, no, it's blue.
I know.
Oh,
Get rid of it.
Blue on the set, whatever are we going to do? Oh, hang on, we've had blue Sabutio men on here the whole time. You know what? Because we're not fucking... Well, we are freaks, but not in that regard.
Are we all reading our jokes?
I've got to.
All right. How does the rabbit keep his fur neat?
With a hairbrush.
Yes!
Yeah!
Why are snowmen rubbish at cricket?
Melt snow.
Just the fucking melts.
They always bowl snowballs. You were nearly there.
What kind of cheese is made backwards?
Hey, Edom.
Shy.
Hey. Off camera there.
There you go. Shy from out of nowhere.
Can I give you the good fact as well?
Go ahead.
Charlie Chaplin once came third in a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest.
There you
That's
go.
decent.
A herd of giraffes is called a tower. Never knew that.
Newborn babies blink only once or twice a minute. It's because they're fucking crying the rest of the time.
Well, this is just asleep, aren't they? They're actually just
Voice of experience there.
Chris, still in the dark days. Right, okay, brilliant. We'll move on. Key man predictions then. Or you just say a Liverpool player that you think will start and talk about how good they are. John, start with you.
Keep tried and true mates out Milana. Going to jocker in midfield again.
Absolutely. Robbo, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I was going to say Lallana just because in Coutinho's absence, he has become the key man. He's the fella that knits it. He's the fella that leads the press as well.
And
Actually,
extra 10, 15 minutes.
Actually,
off.
didn't notice him as much against Everton. So he's due another boss one, isn't he?
Absolutely. Chris?
I'm going to go Gini Wijnaldum because he's getting a little bit of fucking heat at the moment and I just really want him to step up and score a goal. We've talked about it so many times, really good in the middle third of the pitch, just not getting it right in the final third, and hopefully this will be the game where he does.
I like him. He's great, isn't he?
Yeah.
Strong, calm, just dead Dutch, basically, just like, it's all right, boys, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's becoming that in-joke, though. Like, it's shooting. It's becoming like the Lucas, where we go, oh, have a shot. Nah, he's fucked it up, which is fine when you're winning 4-0. But I kind of like him to just score a couple.
But when you watch the goals he scored for Newcastle back as well, you're like, come on, some of them.
Some of them.
And like when he did get the one, he got the one against Watford, didn't he? And you sort of, I thought, oh well, that's the monkey off his back now. That's the thing he's been struggling with. He's overthinking it. Yeah. Now we'll get a glut of them. Nah,
apparently that's... You never know. Might yeah. I will go with Emre Can because he's not been in the side with injury, but when he was in the side, he was scoring goals, so odds are he'll come in and score again. That's my base logic on that one. Score predictions, Chris?
Oh, can we do guess the score again? I've got it right when we've said it's guess the score rather than a prediction. I feel like there's less pressure on me.
All right, okay, come on. Say some numbers, Chris.
2-0 to Liverpool.
Okay, Robbo?
4-0 to Liverpool.
Go ahead.
3-0 to Liverpool.
See, I'm all over the 4-0. That was, I'd like that. A clean sheet and a snotting at the same time. Just turn up, do it, go home, no major stresses. That would be absolutely delightful. So trivia time then. For those of you stuck around, desperate to have some trivia smashed into your face by the medium of Redmen TV. 15 players in the Premier, 15 Liverpool Premier players to play for both teams. That's a better way to phrase it. I wrote these down. Let's throw some names
Joe
out, gents.
Ho-Ho.
Didn't the Judas end up at Stoke?
Owen.
Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Ding.
Joe Allen. Charlie Adam.
Shit.
Peter Crouch.
Fucking Joe Allen.
Glenn Johnson.
Sorry. 16.
Every time.
Why? I don't know why. I blame LFC history. Joe Allen, Ding. Hang on. Who else? Sorry, I'm losing track of
Charlie
this
Adam.
Slow down! Slow down, Peter Crouch.
Out of practice of doing pokers.
Just ticking. I'm not used to getting so many ticks on on things that I've written before. Sorry, what we've got: Joe Allen, Charlie Adam, Michael Owen, Peter Crouch,
Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson, Ding.
I'm going to struggle.
Yeah, and I'm struggling beyond them.
On loan, former Liverpool loanee winger, currently having a decent season, back at his parent club. Wing back at his current club. If he gets injured,
Victor
Oh,
Moses.
fucking Victor Moses, yeah.
Ding.
Didn't that mad fella go to Stoke? You know, the one that
Winger?
was rumoured to have been bought by Jen Trank.
Winger? Former Liverpool winger you talking about?
Bought on the basis of a load of stats, apparently. Didn't really play much for us.
Signed from Dutch football, paid very little amount of money for him. Probably played about 3 games for us.
This is him.
Disappeared completely. For
This
a
is
while.
him.
We
What's
thought
his
he
name,
was
though?
dead.
Oh, I forgot his
People
name.
screaming at the laptop screens right now.
Asaidi.
Asaidi.
That's it.
Ding. Still got loads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left to go.
Was Carson there at any point?
Scott Carson was not.
He sounds like one of the ones that could have been. That was
Yeah,
like
let's
Mark
see.
Walters or anything.
Mark Walters is a shout. Well done, Chris Pager.
Go ahead.
Ding. I mentioned him, was it on this show earlier? Another Liverpool winger who had an
Pennant.
Jermaine Pennant, a sensational European Cup final, and that was about it. Okay, let's see. Was a centre half by trade, but had a good season at left back in the 2000. Scottish international, but not Scottish.
What?
Scouser.
What? A Scottish Scouser? What are you talking about?
Well, he was a Scouser, but he ended up being a Scottish international, probably by the fact that everyone who wasn't good enough to play.
And he was a centre half.
Who played, but he was moved to left back and had a good season. One good season at left back at the
For us?
2000.
No idea.
That was the year before Carragher played left back, wasn't it?
Shared a very similar name with a former Italian Chelsea centre midfielder. Well, with a completely different pronunciation.
Fucking just stop it, you're confusing me.
Scottish things though, mate. What?
Nah, Paul.
Dominic Matteo, Ding.
You just said he played for Leeds as well.
Yeah, but I forgot that he played for Leeds, so I couldn't say that, could I? Okay, defensive midfielder, terrible.
Sterling. No, not Sterling. Not Sterling.
Oh, Salif Diao.
Salif Diao!
Oh, it's me.
Where else have we got? Oh, Christ, we're really scraping the barrel here. Oh, actually, I'm going to save one. There's one brilliant one. I'll see if I have no idea. Goalkeeper, Liverpool.
James.
No. Before David James.
Grobbelaar.
Bruce Grobbelaar.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've forgotten all about that. Okay, Norwegian centre half. I'm not even sure he played a senior game for us, but he was
Frode Kipper.
Frode
Oh,
Kipper,
nice.
yes. Centre back / more of a right back. I think he might have been a Scouser. Ended up at Sunderland.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright.
Wow.
Yes. Making headlines at the moment for shock media revelations about how he was treated.
Paul Stewart.
The Paul Stewart thing. And I'm going to give you this one. Patrick Berger.
Fuck off.
When was he at Stoke?
Apparently so, according to LFChistory.net. Paddy
remember
Berger.
that.
I had no
Oh,
idea.
that's
If that's wrong, then
Is
it's
that like
wrong,
our
but
fucking our
Portsmouth,
version
Villa.
of the Everton or David Ginola?
maybe, like, yeah, that's it.
Haven't had semi-let for one season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, apparently so. There you go. If it's wrong, then blame LSU history. They didn't have Joe Allen. So yeah, there you go. If you got all them right, you're some sort of statistical Rain Man for Liverpool and Stoke players, which makes you in a very, very exclusive bunch. Anyway, yes, before we go, must say, go and subscribe to Tour Player. This is Anfield, is a different website. But also, Anfield Oxford as well. But if you want more Gareth
Are you
Roberts...
reusing agendas again from last week?
If you want more Gareth Roberts, you're probably better off checking out theanfieldraps.com.
I did write for This is Anfield once or twice, you know, many years ago. Did a nice piece on Benitez. Look that up.
Absolutely.
Also have a listen to the podcast.
And if you like that for free, then you can go and subscribe to Tour Player. It's a five in a month?
£5 a month for about 30 shows, yeah. But right now, hang on, when's this going out? I'm just thinking if it's still going to be...
the week before Christmas.
Anyway, you can still go back and listen to a load of free shows that we put out fairly recently, so you'll get a taster of it. But yeah, £5 a month, 30 odd shows, Liverpool past, present, future, bit of madness as well. Yeah.
Amazing. There you go. I equated this to, I said this somewhere, that if you ever go into a barber's and you think the barber's got a boss haircut and you wonder who is it that cuts his hair, the Anfield Wrap is my equivalent of like, I can't watch our stuff back because I'm in it. So if I need my Liverpool fix, I go to the Anfield Wrap. So there you go. Yeah, go and subscribe to that. Check out more of Robbo's articles for free as well. John, thanks very much for joining us. Chris, thank you very much. Of course, you have to be here by contractual obligation, but thank you for doing that nevertheless. And yeah, hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you. We've got some incredible exclusive content coming up to the Christmas special. There's a subscriber exclusive show, which is a load of outtakes and stuff that you want to see throughout the year. That'll be going out around Christmas Day on the redmentv.com. Click the button, go and subscribe. Be better people. Have an amazing Christmas. Ta-ra.
So we've got a brand new range of merchandise available as modelled by Mr. Paul Machin. We've got the Dreams and Songs signature collection as well. Go and check out the new site. Do it now and help support the show.